I've, I've always taken pictures of people, but along the way I've gathered pictures of the traces and feeling that people leave behind. One day, walking out through the small park behind my home, I came across 3 books, a shirt, a towel, and a pair of socks, a jacket, and some fast food containers. The last 2 disappeared quickly. Nothing else has been touched in almost a year. Ghosts of rooms left on a wall. Who lived here? Who worked there? Were they happy? What happened? Where are they? Is that where that person went from my little park behind my home? I think almost everyone has spent some time here or in a very similar place. My washer broke. Somebody else is always doing laundry. There is no laundry, so we sit and watch the world go round in a round window and hope nothing strange happens. Perfect blue liquid spaces and no one in them. Not a ripple, let alone a splash or wave. No duck would dare. Perfect for reflection, or perhaps the next big leap. And we go from one tranquility sort of to another, full of carefully chosen items, perfectly folded, perfectly white, perfectly empty. I'm always amazed by the amount of space in houses, in cities, in all sorts of places that sits vacant almost 90% of the time. And Vancouver College, beautiful place, marvelously maintained, and about an hour a day that beautiful grass gets used. There's all sorts of teams and all sorts of activities. We're always constantly campaigning for a new building for this or that, and there's so many around us. Some places just make you feel better. Who could not feel joy coming across a brilliant umbrella amidst a field of tall, waving grass? I know I just walked in there and it was just standing there, and it amazed me. I don't have a lot to say about this. Sometimes man and nature come together in a harmonious blend. I'm just going to let that one sort of soak in for a minute or two, well, for 13 seconds or whatever. I admire the person who created this. It can't be easy to spray such lines on a narrow panel and do it in such an out-of-the-way spot. Pure joy in creation. I mean, this is up about a block off East Hastings, down by the, what do they call the second-hand store, the Village thing. Anyway, it's right down there. Some things hang around for a long time after technology has passed them by. I can't remember the last time I saw someone using one of these payphones. Now we say hello to the person in the supermarket who says hello to us, only to realize they're answering their cell phone. Okay, here's where you get the singing trip. Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon. All I want is loving you and music, music, music. Used to be fun. Now it's in your pocket with buds in your ear. Not so social. And how long the nickel, I wonder. Some things make me smile and scratch my head at the same time. The closest I can come is this is a natural gas-powered botanical bionic humanoid. Or not. I'd love to talk to the person who made it. Harrison Hot Springs, the way I remembered it. I hadn't been there in about 6 years. Pretty quiet, not exactly your wild resort. All these pictures are taken from the same spot. I just rotated 360 degrees in the process. The next one amazes me. 60 degrees to the left. The ultimate inflatable bathtub toy, 250 feet long, and only accessible by Sea-Doo at a rate of $30 per child or whatever. Would you want your child out there? Would you want to accompany them and spend your whole day sitting on this plastic inflatable bubble? I don't see massive numbers out there at any time. Rotate another 180 degrees. This is where you can sit and enjoy the sunset over the world's largest inflatable bathtub toy. I must be missing something. I just can't figure out why you would want to place this thing here and make it the focus of the view from the rooms. A personal question. Did you ever feel, not quite adrift, but perhaps not dressed for the occasion? Or slightly out of place? Up the creek without the paddle is perhaps the most apt terminology. And otherwise, did you sometimes just simply feel alone out in the vast reaches with the ferry coming your way? 20 seconds can be amazingly long. Sometimes, do you look out the window and wonder where the kids went and how they grew up so fast and why you still feel like a kid yourself in so many ways? And did you miss some magic step that was supposed to turn you into a full-fledged, card-carrying adult? I know I did. I kept on waiting for this peak. You know something? I sent different pictures. Well, I'll tell you, my line for this, have you ever felt you didn't quite get the joke? And it was a group of mannequins in a Los Angeles store window. And back in my own space, with coffee and the chunky big-handled mug I've been using for 30 years, it's always nice to come back to a space that's your space and where where the comfortable things are around you and where you just feel at home. Thank you very much, everyone.